What's up, rockers? Osiris League Season 10 is officially over, and this season gave us some absolutely insane moments. Crazy arc fights, massive pushes, last second steal, and so on. And today we are looking at the top 5 plays of Season 10. The place where you look at it and you're like, yeah, they knew exactly what they were doing. You are going to see a massive strategy get completely wasted, you're going to see a counter, get countered by another counter, and at number 1, you're going to see one of the coldest plays I have seen in this season. So without wasting any more time, let's get into the top 5 plays of Osiris League Season 10. Starting with number 5, we have SBER against 489 in the first final match. And this one is just funny to me, because we are at the last arc fight and there are only a few minutes left, and SBER basically wins the fight in the mid against 489. So if you are here 489, you're probably thinking, alright, forget the arc, let's just focus on our structures, get the Anubis and take whatever points we can before the match ends, right? Makes sense. Well, SBER said no. If you look at here, you can actually see a small group splitting away from their main ball, and then suddenly master strategy. They are going straight to the Anubis, and 489 is already sitting there waiting for it to spawn. And they probably think, okay, at least this one is ours. And then boom, you suddenly have the entire sober ball teleporting on top of you. They arrive basically at the last second and just steal the Anubis from 489. And bro, the match is basically over. You don't need to do this. And that's why I love it. Using master strategy in the last few minutes just to pull up on 489 and steal their Anubis. That's disrespectful, but it also shows you how SBER was playing. Even when the match was almost finished, these guys were still looking for something to take from you. Now number 4 is OVR against W257, and this is one of those plays where you make the enemy waste everything. We are at the second mid fight. OVR is coming with 2 balls, one from the top, one from the bottom, and W257 sees this. They have their vision tokens and they have their scouting marches out. So the positioning of OVR makes them to ball up right next to where the arc is going to spawn. So far everything looks normal, but OVR is basically sitting there waiting for W257 to press one button, and W257 uses it. Master strategy. The same second, OVR just rushed straight into the mid and immediately got onto the arc carrier, and now W257 has a problem because the timer of master strategy is running and they have to survive for 20 seconds, at least the arc carrier. And as you guys can see, the Cao Cao is not making it and the time runs out. All the marches from W257 is getting teleported out and OVR is just fighting with the leftovers here. Couple of marches are still left in the mid. W257 even uses Desert Storm afterwards trying to save the situation, but it's already too late. OVR kills the arc carrier, they take the arc, and just look what happened here. OVR used 0 skill points, nothing. W257 used the master strategy and a Desert Storm. That's 9 skill points. 9 versus 0 skill points, and OVR gets the arc. Come on, this is such a good trade. And the best part is OVR didn't even need to do anything crazy. They basically let W257 commit first, free arc, 0 skills used. That is brilliant resource management. Alright, number 3. This one was probably my favorite arc fight to watch actually this season. E68 against 748W. Because this fight was just pure chaos. We are at the third arc, and 748 uses to the death and they completely clean E68 out of mid. So normally you're looking at this and you're thinking, okay, that's done, 748 won the fight, they're holding the arc, E68 got wiped. Prepare for the next arc, right? Nope, E68 regroups. They start creating another ball and they're clearly preparing something. And then master strategy. They teleport straight onto the arc carrier. So now 748 has to fight the same arc fight again with lower health and against fresh E68 marches. E68 kills the carrier and takes the arc and they start moving towards their side. And you're sitting there thinking, okay, that was actually a nice counter. But we are still not done because guess what 748W still has? Their own master strategy and they use it. 748 now teleports onto E68's arc carrier. So we literally have a counter to the counter. And for a few seconds, 748W's push actually looks really good. They are right on top of the carrier, they are fighting for it, it looks like they could steal the Ark right back. They even managed to drag it all the way back between the Desert Altar and Shrine of War, but E68 survives the whole thing and wins the fight. And that's why this is number 3 for me. It's not even one individual play, it's the whole sequence. You get cleared from the mid, you regroup, master strategy back in, steal the Ark, the enemy master strategies onto you, and then you still win. Bro, this fight had everything. For me personally, this was probably the best Ark fight of Season 10 just because of how much back and forth there was. Now we get into the really crazy ones. Number 2 is OVR against JST in the second final match. And JST actually comes up with a really good plan here. During the first mid fight, JST sends basically their top side to the mid, but the bottom group isn't really joining them. And if you're watching closely, that's already a little bit suspicious. Because what are those guys doing? Well, they're preparing a master strategy push onto OVR's obelisk. So while everybody is focused on the Ark fight, JST suddenly activates master strategy and their bottom ball teleports straight over to OVR's obelisk. Now if you are OVR, what do? You have JST fighting you in the mid, the Ark is there, but you also have this massive ball suddenly attacking your obelisk. You can't just ignore that, so OVR's answer to this is, well, we will use our master strategy too. 30 OVR marches leave the mid fight and teleport after JST. They follow them straight to the obelisk and they defend it. Already a good play, but this is where it gets even better. After defending the obelisk, OVR still managed to clean up the middle and they take the Ark from JST. Think about it, defend your obelisk or fight the Ark, and OVR basically says, why not both? They match the master strategy, they defend the obelisk and they still get the Ark. Perfect defense followed immediately by offense. And now, number 1, War against 16ZO. And this one, bro, this is just cold. And the crazy part is, the play actually starts way before. At the opening, War drops their vision tokens and look what they see. There's a lot of 16ZO marches going through the mid, way more than you would normally expect. They are all grouped and immediately you're thinking, okay, what are these guys cooking? War obviously thinks the same thing. So instead of just ignoring it, they drop another vision token to the mid, and again, they see this massive group of 16ZO marches walking through mid. At this point, War knows something is coming towards their obelisk. They don't know exactly how it's going to look yet, but they know something is coming. So they already start preparing their defensive ball near the obelisk. You can see they are not moving to the Desert Altar, and then 16ZO finally goes for it. No march, 6 skill points committed, a full obelisk push. And this is where Viet Minh comes in. He pulls out his Belisarius and activates Inferno. Now here's the important part, he waits, 16ZO keeps coming closer. Their marches are stacking together, they're pushing deeper and deeper towards the obelisk. And Viet Minh is basically sitting like, not yet, not yet. He's waiting until the Inferno timer is getting closer to 30 seconds. And then, at the right time, he walks that Belisarius straight into the middle of the entire 16ZO ball. And boom! Inferno right on top of everybody. The whole push gets nuked. And I remember watching this like, nah, that was disgusting. But again, the Inferno itself is only the end of the play. Think about everything that happened before it. The first vision token. War sees something is weird. Second vision token, they confirm it. They already prepared their defense. Viet Minh waits for the perfect timing, walks into the ball, and then drops the Inferno on everybody. That's not just somebody reacting quickly. They basically saw the play coming before 16ZO even started it. And then they prepared the perfect counter. For me, that's the smartest play of the Osiris League Season 10. But now I want to know what you think, which of these 5 plays was the smartest. Would you put the Inferno counter at number 1? Or was there another play this season that deserved to be on this list? Drop it in the comments because I'm sure there are some other crazy moments. And if you enjoyed this kind of Osiris League breakdown, subscribe to my channel because there are still a lot more moments from Season 10 that we need to talk about. Thank you for watching the video and I'll see you guys in the next one.